5 investigates with the controversy surrounding a local teenager's suicide and its possible connection to the MCAS test.
Investigative reporter Mike Bodette examining the pressure schools across Massachusetts face to perform well and revealing the extremes that some districts are willing to go to.
No one should ever have to experience that. I still haven't come to terms with it completely.
A father's pain still raw 6 months later.
We headed down the trail, and we got down towards the edge of the bogs, and we saw him hanging from a tree on the edge of the bogs.
Samuel Andrews was 14 years old.
I knew he was gone. He was cold. His lips were blue.
Today, Philip Andrews is consumed by what-ifs as he points fingers at Hanson Middle School, where his son was an 8th grader and where students had just completed the Science MCAS, the statewide test given to measure their progress. Andrews got a call from the school about Samuel's unusual MCAS answers.
It was something to the effect of "Make America Great Again" and Hillary Clinton should be in jail or something like that, basically a non-response.
The death investigation revealed more details, with one friend telling police Samuel said he was called an embarrassment by the school because of his answers and was worried he wouldn't get into the high school of his choice. This father outraged the school allegedly violated MCAS rules.
No one is to read, review, or change answers.
Do you think this is what pushed him over the edge?
I do.
That's a violation of the test protocol.
Monty Neal is executive director of the National Center for Fair and Open Testing. He says the Hanson tragedy is part of a bigger problem with standardized testing.
It's a piece of the overwhelming pressure that schools feel themselves under to do well.
5 investigates examined red flags in standardized testing in Massachusetts over the last 5 years. Cases where the state started its own investigations. The allegations range from students yelling answers across the room to teachers actually cheating.
Teachers or proctors have changed answers in answer books or have directed students to change answers.
Jeff Wolfson is deputy commissioner at the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. He says the problems are not widespread but remain a serious concern.
Why do you think that happens?
I don't think there's any mystery to that. There's always those who are looking to appear that they're doing better perhaps than they are.
The state has thrown out test scores repeatedly. In Leominster, because a Samoset middle school teacher was pointing out wrong answers and telling students to fix them. In Taunton, because of a truly alarming number of erased answers at Mulcahy Elementary School, changed from incorrect to correct. And at Boston's Elliott Innovation School, for an unusually high number of erased answers, again changed from incorrect to correct.
We've had a couple of fairly egregious cases.
In Hanson, the end result was tragic. The case remains under investigation.
I can tell you we were certainly heartsick to hear about that. I mean, nobody wants to have a family go through that.
Had they done their job, this never would have happened.
The Whitman-Hanson superintendent would not comment on the investigation other than to say the school remains deeply saddened by Samuel's death. Coming up at 7, the disciplinary actions taken against teachers who break the rules on testing and the reason cheating may soon be harder to pull off in Massachusetts. Mike Bodette, 5 Investigates.